Hey there, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to the Strategy in Small Doses podcast. Today, we are talking about lack of focus and direction, meaning making sure you're moving in one solid linear direction in your business versus all over the place and in circles. All right. So lack of focus is probably the number one mistake I see in entrepreneurs as far as growing their business and why it is costing you the results that you're desiring. Okay. But before we dive in, a quick little reminder, if you are loving this podcast, if you are enjoying the episodes, please do me a favor, subscribe, comment, share them on social media, tag me, let other people know about this so that we can continue to grow and reach a larger audience. All right. I appreciate that. Okay. So lack of focus. What I mean by this is this constant state of creative energy that you tend to be in as an entrepreneur. And it's natural because naturally most of us are multi-passionate and we can do and are good at more than one thing, right? We can help somebody. Let's say I'm going to use my one client as an example. She does operations. She's a whiz at Dubsado, but she's better at ClickUp, right? She can help you with Dubsado, but she can master your operations inside of ClickUp, okay? So the thing about it is just because you can do something does not mean you need to offer it. And that lack of focus and direction is so confusing to your audience because it really makes it hard for people to know, like, what are you the go-to expert for, right? So think about when you see somebody who all of a sudden is on Facebook and they can teach you all about Facebook ad marketing. And then next thing you know, they're teaching you about LinkedIn organic marketing. And then next thing you know, they're teaching you how to sell in the DMs on Instagram, right? Maybe they can do all of those things, but think about how much more you would respect them if all they did was talk about how to sell in the DMs and how to use Instagram for lead magnet and how to create genuine conversation in the DMs. And their conversation continually talked about that. And every offer they put out worked in, like, what am I trying to say? Total brain fart. Sorry. What I'm saying is, like, they were in linear, like maybe the first step is how to create new connection on Instagram. And then the next step is how to increase your awareness, your engagement on your stories. And then how to get into the DMs without being spammy, right? You know that they are the go-to expert for selling on LinkedIn and increasing your connections. You want to make sure that's what you are known for, that your clients know that, and they don't think, well, she's dabbling in all those in a bunch of little things. One, it decreases your authority and your expertise. Two, it can really make you look desperate. And whether you think it or not, you might think, oh, okay, I really am trying to share and I know how to do all these things and I just want to let everybody know. But the outside world must also be thinking, because I've seen it happen and I know this happens, is, wow, she must be really short on cash this month because all of a sudden now she's an expert on Facebook marketing when all she's ever done is sell on Instagram. So is she really that good on Instagram? Is business not as good as she says it is? Because why would she be moving to this all of a sudden? You see where I'm going here. Like, it can really decrease your brand authority. So here's a couple things as far as staying focused, because it is literally the number one thing I see as a mistake with entrepreneurs and my clients. It's like this constant need to want to do something new. And I understand that because it's exciting, but what's even more exciting is when you stick with one thing and it starts working and it starts building off of itself. And next thing you know, you're just getting leads nonstop. And I can promise you, I've seen this with my client with the ClickUp operations. When she got really crystal clear on being the expert in ClickUp, like, her world is exploding. She's getting tagged a million places. Everything is coming to play. Okay. So here's a few quick tips if you are struggling with that lack of focus. Number one, you'll see me talk about it over and over and over again. Keep a thoughts and distractions list. I don't care where you keep this piece of paper, whether you keep it on your phone, whether you keep it on a piece of paper. Mine is right here on my whiteboard next to my desk. what that means is like when this new idea pops in your head nonstop, I want you writing them down and I want you letting them sit. Because here's what's going to happen. I would say probably 80% of the time, by the time you just let it sit for a couple days, A, a million other ideas are going to come to you in those couple days, or B, you're not going to be nearly as excited about it as you were in that moment, right? So that impulsive, I need to move on to this, can really get distracting, but when you let it sit, it's like, do I really want to work on that? Not really, not right now, okay? Number 2, stick with it. Stick with one thing. Just because you post about it one time, you share about it one time, you have one discovery call with somebody, does not mean that it doesn't work if it doesn't convert immediately. You're fighting algorithms, whether you want to blame them or not. You're fighting people's, information overload because you're not the only person sharing information with them, right? They're on social media. They're getting this information from all directions. You are not the only person they're looking at. So just because you post something one time and you think it's amazing doesn't mean the world has seen it or understands it. Stick with it. Give it time, all right? And then number 3, make sure if you do want to implement this new idea that it falls in line with your current strategy. It falls in line with your current offers and it's not negating an offer that you have. And what I mean by that, so for example, I'm going to go back to my client, my ClickUp operations specialist client. She offers a complete done for you, all in one day, super customized, comprehensive VIP day. That's her high ticket item. And then the other day she wanted to start creating this other done for you service that was going to be lower ticket and it was going to include all of these things. But the reality is, it's like, if you do that, why would anybody have any need to purchase your higher ticket item? So you don't want to negate, you don't want to just create something that's going to negate your signature offer, negate something that you are already selling that's working, that's going to start costing people less. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make sense. That decreases your revenue, still costs you work, time. It's still your time, energy, and resources. All right. And then number 4, I'm talking fast because I want to keep this under 8 minutes. Find someone who is not afraid to tell you no. Number 1, like, that is probably the best. Number 1 thing that you can do is find a mentor, a coach, a strategist, a biz bestie, somebody that when you go to them and be like, hey, I got this new idea, they can look at you and say, absolutely not working on that right now. All right. Those things will keep you focused. And I promise when you do, you will start to see the results you are desiring. Okay. That's 8 minutes. I hope that was helpful. Please comment, share, tell me which one you resonated with the most, and we will talk soon.